We're MTECH, builders of QTAC fire and rescue apparatus. Follow along as we document the construction of our Type 6 demo truck build.
Hey Chuck, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Cutting up the truck.
We're cutting up a perfectly good $65,000 to $70,000 truck.
So you're removing that section to make clearance for your tires.
Okay. And all this again, so bigger fender flares, bigger tires, bigger wheels, and there's the new support right here.
Yep.
That'll get bolted into place, and super beefy, but again, making more room, more clearance for the tires. This being a demo truck, we're doing some things we typically don't do because, you know, customers maybe they don't find value in it. Most of our consoles are flat black. They're a poly tough welded console that we sand down, or we make it really dull looking and kind of industrial looking. This one, we painted the exterior the same color as the body, and then it'll have a textured black top that you can customize. The nice part with our consoles is you get the frame, and then you can customize the console any way you want, but it's the same basic frame. So a little bit of bling, that's what we want for this truck. We want people to get in, and they're not just getting in a fire truck, they're getting in a finished vehicle. It looks good, and when it's all done, it'll look very finished and complete, obviously. Hey Roy, come on over. This is Roy Gardenhire, lead designer. Roy, can you tell us about this slide right here?
It's a slide master tray. It's going to have 1,000-pound capacity. We're going to cap it with an aluminum tray with about 1.5 inch lip. It's 100% extension, so it pulls out all the way out of the body.
Okay, both directions, right?
Both directions.
Both directions. So the whole point here is we want to have this transverse compartment have really usable space. And the best way to do that is be able to have it roll out and have everything you need right here in front of you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so this was kind of Roy's baby putting this together. We're pretty excited to see it come, to see the finished product, because it just takes the compartmentation of the truck and makes it a ton more usable. We do more roll-up doors than we do slam doors. So we wanted to do roll-up doors on this truck. Again, doors are kind of like chassis. Some people want Fords, some people want Chevys. There's brand loyalty. There are people who will not put on a roll-up door, and then there's others that they don't want slam doors. So we're doing the roll-up door. We're using AM door on this truck. We've used ROM for years, excellent door. We've just been mixing and matching depending on what the customer wants over this last 1.5 to 2 years. Really nice design. You've got a stainless steel bar, aluminum slats, cutouts for your hands right here. Locking door, it'll have either 1 or 2 LED illumination strips. Weather stripping over here on the side. It's just a really tight, well-made, and easy to use door. There's small differences between the ROM and the AM door. It kind of comes down to what the customer likes and what they want. Because we built the body out of poly, and that's all we build bodies out of, you have to size the doors accordingly so you have a little bit of room to move, because they expand differently than the poly does, the aluminum does. So that's really, really important, is knowing what that size difference has to be so that your doors still fit well. There's a little bit of play, but not too much. And then when the body expands and contracts, the door still fits perfectly and it works well. So these are active fans. They're small fans. There's 4 of them in the truck, 1 pushing, 1 pulling each side. Unless it's a gas compartment, then that'll have its own ventilation. We call this the Turnbull ventilation kit because Chief Turnbull from Compartment Fire Protection District first brought this to us about 5 years ago and started talking about active ventilation to keep condensation down in the compartment. First, we didn't think it was that big of a deal, and we don't see a whole lot of condensation, but as you start stacking in maybe wet hose or wet gear, you realize that it's really easy to have moisture start forming inside these compartments. So just a little bit of air movement makes a big difference. So, Chief Turnbull, thank you. Appreciate it. We're getting lighting. Got a Scorpion light bar from Tomar with black casing. Takedowns, alley lights, full scenes all the way around. So thank you to Aaron Rabota and Matt Murray at Tomar. They've really been helping us out get this demo truck loaded up with way more lights than any Type 6 truck would ever need. But it's really going to turn out nice, and we'll have illumination like you cannot believe.